Rejoice, O Jerusalem. Opening words from today's entrance antiphon for Mothering Sunday. A warm welcome to this short address, which is part of today's Eucharist. I'm afraid I'm not very good at technology and it's all happening on my mobile phone, so I hope you'll forgive me as I try and work out how best I can support you during this period of quarantine. Today, throughout the Christian Church, we celebrate the motherhood of the Church, the new and heavenly Jerusalem, to which we are all on pilgrimage in this life, and within which we know that we will be encompassed with a love beyond our imaginings. We are blessed indeed if we have experienced that love in this life from our own parents. In today's first reading, we hear how Hannah says to Eli as she hands over the child that she has just weaned and for which she has longed for years. She says, I have lent him to the Lord. Those are the words. I have lent him to the Lord. And you get the feeling that if at any moment Eli gets bored or irritated or isn't bothered anymore, she will swoop in, gather up her child into her arms and take him home. And she'll do that whether he's 7 or 17 or frankly 47, if my own mother's anything to go by. We're really blessed at St George's because we're looking forward to a gift of in the form of an icon of 3 figures which revealed to us something of the nature and form of love, particularly in our contemporary world. It's an icon of St Anne, Our Lady, and the Christ Child. If you've been to Auray in Brittany, of course you will have been to the great shrine of St Anne, the patron saint of Brittany. St Anne is an entirely legendary figure, but Our Lady must have had a mother, and there we have it, St Anne. In that figure, in that icon of St Anne and Our Lady and the Christ Child, we have a picture of the way in which love is passed on, love is demonstrated, love is shared. I was very blessed to have one set of grandparents till mature adulthood, no longer involved perhaps in the daily struggles. They are still able to give direction and guidance and teaching in a way that seems to sidestep some of the struggles between parent and child, a way that offers a whole new way of loving. I don't think Our Lady would have expected, as she stood at the foot of the cross, she did in today, as we heard in today's Gospel, to be shown a new way of loving. But that's what Jesus did from the cross. He gave to St John the care and protection of his mother, ensuring that not just materially but also emotionally she would have a safe place, a strong place to rest in the midst of her grief and in the excitement of the new church. The Swiss Jesuit Hans Urs von Balthasar, 20th century, he wrote that actually the new church began not at Pentecost but at this moment at the foot of the cross, where Jesus gave Mary into John's keeping and John into Mary's keeping, so that this new relationship would be the first to reflect the heavenly Jerusalem, our mother, our home. Celebrating the New Jerusalem, our heavenly home, isn't just flowers and chocolates and hugs for earthly mothers, if we're lucky enough still to have them around. It's a celebration of a love that bears all things and is able to hold and inspire and challenge us in our growth in holiness. That love is a love worth reflecting upon, celebrating and blessing God for in this unprecedented moment of separation and aloneness and anxiety. God bless you. You are all much in my prayers, and I look forward to the point where once more we can throw our arms around one another. Bless you.